Hey guys, we're going to jump right on in. Welcome to Shenanigans. This is a three-part series, guys. So if you have not checked out video 1 and video 2, stop, go back, binge watch it, catch up, and we'll be right here for tip number 3. This is a series, guys. You know, series are always better when you start from the beginning. Yes. So for you guys that have caught up and are up to speed and have been following along, thanks for following along. And we are at tip number 3, guys. Yes, we're here. Tip number 3. So, of course, I'm going to do a recap. Have we just met, guys? We're getting to know each other here, but have we just met? This is the recap. All right. So you got your peoples. Tip number 1, you're going to get that accountability person or partners, fitness group you're in. So you already did that legwork. And now tip number 2. So guys, how are you doing on tip number 2? Tip number 2 was a doozy, right? That whole sharing and tracking what you eat day to day. How's that been going? And what have you been eating? And what have you been sharing? And what type of feedback have you been getting? I'm so interested to know. Definitely leave it in the comments. Let me know. And again, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's because you need to go to the beginning of the series. Well, wait, we'll be right here for you. But for those of you, let's get started. I won't make you wait for tip number 3, but I will give you a backstory. All right, so tip number 3, guys. You've done the work, right? You've got your plan in place. You have this beautiful plan all laid out in your mind of how you're going to conquer your goals, how you're going to meet certain milestones and move forward with your plan, right? So you got these tips, and hopefully these tips are helpful to you. They have helped me in my continuous journey to fitness. And because once you reach your goal, you have to keep up in the game, people. You have to keep with the lifestyle. So it's an ongoing thing. This isn't like I'm going to reach my goal and quit. This is a whole lifestyle that you have to keep going with, right? Just dropped my glasses. Oh no. But I think I can see. All right, so tip number 3. You did all of this legwork. In the mindset, you got your support team around you, your support individual around you, and you are on the path of documenting, sharing, and tracking your meals. So you're committed, right? You're in the game. You full court press right now, right? Back to my basketball days. Full court press right now, guys. All right, now tip number 3 centers around you've been managing yourself. You've been changing. People are starting to notice, right? Now let's talk about managing those external variables, right? So you got yourself under control. You got yourself on track. You got a plan. Now you just got to make sure everything falls in line and people cooperate, right? So now you have to control the variables that try to disrupt, or let's say throw you off your game, right? We all have those. They come in the form of social friends. They come in the form of work schedule. They come in the form of husband, wife, children. All of these are individuals or variables that need your attention at some point in time, right? So now you are now focused on your goal and what you have to do to accomplish your goal and be your best self, right? So now you have to put this as a priority. And that could be a little tough when you have all these things pulling at you. So what tip number 3 centers around protecting your schedule / agenda at all costs. So that sounds a little crazy, it is, but it's needed. And trust me, it's not easy when you first start this. It's not easy telling individuals, no, not easy maneuvering individuals or maneuvering things to make sure they don't disrupt you know how they say don't disrupt my peace? Well, your peace is your agenda, your schedule, and it could all look like this. It could be your schedule, it could be your meal plan, it could be your Workout routine, definitely. So protect your schedule / agenda at all costs. And what that looks like is, boss, you want me to work overtime on Wednesday? Hey, listen, I can't work overtime on Wednesday, but I can work overtime on Thursday. I could even do you one better. I could work OT or overtime on Tuesday and Thursday. However, I have other commitments on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Friends, oh, we're going out this weekend and we're drinking. Well, I'm not drinking. See, I'm protecting my agenda. I'm protecting my schedule too. And I can't stay out too late because I have to be up in the morning because I have a workout scheduled for that time frame. That's what protecting in tip number 3 is all about. Protecting your schedule and your agenda at all costs. You cannot let these variables throw you off your game. You cannot let these variables into the zone. And the zone could be, hey, listen, my workout, guys, are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And it's going to be at 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. So I'll make you breakfast at 7:30. I will not be available from 6 to 7. That's protecting and managing the external factors that try to get in the way of your game plan. Now, I'm not saying go out there and be all abrupt and be all rude about it, ignore your kids, ignore your husband, ignore your wife. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that you have to manage that and get in front of that. Keep your obligations. However, you have to carve out time for self-care and for you to be your best self, for you to achieve the goals that you have committed to. These are the things that you have to do. Tip number 3, protect your schedule and your agenda at all costs. I cannot hang out with you guys. Girls' night, love girls' night, except I will have to go in around midnight because I have to be up at 6. Or if I elect to stay out later than that, that doesn't mean my workout is canceled. That means I have to schlep it and get out of the bed and keep my commitment to myself and be there at 6 a.m. So if you're not an early person and you work out in the evening, sometimes that looks like, hey, I can't work late because I have to be at the gym at 7 because I have a commitment. So that is what protecting your schedule and your agenda looks and feels like. It could be very difficult at times because you want to over-explain yourself. You feel this level of guilt. Hey, listen, we all have obligations to people. We have obligations to our employer. Yes, because we have stuff in our cart. And right now, as we speak, and we need to make sure that we can pay for those items that are in our cart. We have vacations that we want to take. We have a household that we need to feed. Understood. So I'm not saying go and throw all of that away because you have to work out. What I'm saying is that you have to manage those things to make sure they don't interfere with your workout agenda and your schedule. So if that means moving things around, it does not mean you do not work out. It does not mean that you sacrifice staying out late because you are under peer pressure. It means that you manage those things. Hey guys, I can go out, but I won't be eating that. I'm going to just have whatever your meal plan is. Or I'll meet you after. Or I'm coming to the party. I just eat before I come. Not to disrupt anything. But that's what I mean by just managing your agenda, managing your schedule, protecting it at all costs. So see, that's tip number 3. It gets a little bit harder because you feel guilty. You're like, oh God, am I ignoring the kids? No, you're not ignoring the kids. It's just that from X time to this time is your time. And then you can fully give to your kids, support your husband, support your wife, what have you, right? So it's all difficult, but all necessary. You are now aligned and armed with 3 tips that will help you meet your fitness objective. 3 tips that you're armed with. 1, accountability partners. You got those established. 2, document and track and share what you're eating each day to even hold yourself even more accountable. And then 3, protect your schedule and your agenda at all costs. Right? Right? Okay, so you guys, I'm very interested in seeing how you're doing and how you're progressing. So drop me some comments of how it's going, right? And then I will see you guys on the next video. I may throw in bonus tips there. There are more tips, but those I thought were the most important 3 to get you on your journey and to get you closer to your goal. All right, so thanks for checking me out and good luck, and we'll talk soon.